Hey there, this is your asset protector, Richard Williams, aka King Richard. Hi. Today I want to talk to you very briefly. It's going to take just a few minutes. I promise to do this in less than 5 minutes. We're talking about legacy planning. And legacy planning is for people who, once you are deceased, you want to leave a legacy to your family. Now, if you don't have anything to leave, or you're not interested, this video is not for you. But I've had several people to walk up and ask me, they just don't know the difference between a will and a trust and how probate court works when you don't have a will or a trust in place. So I want to just take a few minutes to kind of like clear the air with that to help you understand how it works. So for beginners, will. What is a will? A will is basically AKA your last will and testament. So basically the things that you have left when you're deceased, your assets. It is a legal document that is created to help you set your stuff in a trust or either a document to help make sure that your monies and your things are distributed the way you want them to be distributed. Maybe you have debt, bills, or what have you. It helps to cancel all of that to make sure that your debt is taken care of. And then what's left over, then that goes into the legacy. All right? So whether it's glass menagerie or whether glass collection, or maybe you have baseball cards or jewelry or whatever, you want to go to certain people without people fighting over things when you're deceased, put a will in place. Now, I will tell you, a will by itself, a standalone will, is not what you want to, that's not a guaranteed way. A surefire way is to put in place a trust. And I'll tell you how that works. So I just told you with the will, a will takes care of your final wishes, bills, debts, and then the things you have left over, it goes to whomever or whatever organization you want to go to, okay? And you also get to pick the person, the power of attorney, to do that for you on your behalf. Now, probate court. Probate court is what happens when you don't have a will, okay? So, like, now you have people fighting over your things when you're no longer here. Now you have to go to probate court and have a judge and attorneys, and all that stuff is very expensive to help you determine what you've already decided, but you didn't put it in writing. So it doesn't, what good is it to say that I want you to have my jewelry, I want you to have my car or my money, and you didn't put it in place? Because there's people in your family, believe it or not, that's going to be fighting over it. So a trust, give you a breakdown of a trust. So a trust basically is not just a legal document. Imagine that a trust is a folder, and the will is the document. So you have a will here, and you put that will inside of the trust, and then that trust speaks for you on the behalf of yourself when you're no longer alive. So, or unalive, which is the new way that we like to speak on internet terms. So a trust comes with three parts. Basically, you have a grantor, which would be the person that is purchasing the trust or have the things that you want to give. And then you have a trustee. The trustee is the person that handles things. That will be a live person. And then you have a beneficiary. The beneficiary could be a live person, could be an organization, it could be a church, it could be, I don't know, if you want to give money to cancer or research or whatever your favorite charity is. That's kind of how that works. But with probate court is expensive, first and foremost. It's very public. So everybody knows your business. And it typically takes about 2 years for most of them to settle. So think about it. Do you want your loved one to have the money, or do you want to give your money to the government and to the lawyers, the court system? Think about it. And a lot of people just don't know. So I wanted to quote a scripture is it Hosea 4:6? It says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." And another way it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." You know better, do better. Right now I'm reading this book called The Gray Rhino. And basically, The Gray Rhino talks about how to recognize and act on the obvious dangers we ignore. Rush out and get this book. you'll be glad that you did. Well, that's pretty much my time. If you just click right in the bottom of that link at the bottom, and you'll see it'll take you right to my website, unitedprospero.com. And on that, you can book an appointment. Just scroll closer down to the bottom, click book, put in your name, email, telephone number. I'll reach out to you, or either one of us will reach out. Be happy to answer your questions about how to help you protect your assets. Thank you. Have a good one.